I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind.
Hello my dudes, welcome back. Hope you're all hanging in there. I also want to say thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. More on that later. So, I asked you guys on Twitter and on Instagram if you would rather I review a new movie or something old, and it was almost unanimous that everyone wanted me to do something old. So today I want to talk about the 1995 neo-noir film, The Usual Suspects. The Usual Suspects was directed by Bryan Singer, who has directed a strange variety of movies that don't really seem like they were made by the same person, but they were. He has either directed or produced every single X-Men movie. He also did Superman Returns, House, and he did Bohemian Rhapsody. The Usual Suspects was one of the first things he ever did, and yet I think it stands as by far his best work. All right, so before I get into the weeds with this movie, it's time for a word from our sponsor. Raid Shadow Legends is a game. It's a dark fantasy RPG. You can play it on PC, you can play it on your phone, on Android, on an iPhone, whatever. And it's free to play across all devices, which is great. We're running out of things to do, people. This is intense. Wow, the graphics are like way better than I expected them to be. Oh, this totally reminds me of Final Fantasy in every way. Okay, so you click your spell.
The sooner we win, the sooner I'm free of you.
The sass on this one. A dragon! Oh, wow. Oh my god, she just got eaten. Nobody cares. They're all just like, well, she just got eaten, but what can you do? What an introduction. That was crazy. I love how it just threw you right into a battle just to be like, hey, here's what you're in for. I feel like generally games for your phone are like not really that great. And I'm always looking for something with a little bit more character, a little more story, a little more RPG. And this looks like something that I'm gonna enjoy and spend a lot of time with. All right, so this chick is an elf. Gotta love elves. And I'm getting like some Baldur's Gate flashbacks. Okay, so there's the elf bitch. We also got, we have a dark elf with some crazy tentacle hair. Acid Rain, Disintegrate. Okay, so far he's my favorite. Also got this orc. He's a little bit scary. And then we've got this hot lesbian chick from the Sacred Order. I usually go for the magical type, so I think I'm gonna go with this dark elf man, Kael. It's like the elf version of Kyle. Hello, Kyle. All right, Kyle, let's do this thing. All right, here we go.
Warrior. This is your bastion.
Oh, the dark one and his shadow. That's cool. I can summon people. Summon. Oh, I have to spend money. Oh, but I'm rich. Okay. Who are you? Wow. Okay. Very aware of how hot she is. Yes, she is. Okay. I'm really intrigued by how complex this is. There's so much detail. Battle. Yes. Let's do that. Okay. Campaign.
Behold, he has brought war upon his allies and ruin on his people.
What a dick. I really love how much story there is here. I know that's not for everyone, but I am like super into a game with like a really good story arc. And fight! Ooh! Boom! Oh, wow, okay, this is exactly like Final Fantasy, but I can play it on my iPad and it's free! Resisted, yeah, that's right. She's so naked, yet has so much defense. I'm badass. Victory! I love my Dark Elf squad. Oh, so you win an artifact. It's definitely gonna take me a while to figure out where all the things are and what all the buttons mean and how to do this thing. But I kind of like that. Okay, so I just played for like a solid 30 minutes maybe, just so I could like level up a bit and get a little bit deeper into the game. But I've reached my first boss battle. He's so large. There's no reason for him to be so large. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Yes! We did it! Oh, we're in chapter 2! Ooh, okay, so we've unlocked all these things now. We can do the campaign, we can do dungeons, we can do faction wars, we can fight in an arena, which I believe is an online sort of thing, and then we can fight a clan boss. which is for clan members only, but I can join a clan. Okay, so this is like your online, like your guild. This one is called Wah. I think I'm gonna join this one. It's called Wah. Okay, I need a username. My name is gonna be, how about like a cool Dungeons and Dragons name? Ooh, I know. Shadowfax. God damn it. Shadowfax. Ooh, or Shadowfax with 2 X's. Ballsacks, 3 X's. You just keep adding letters until it's not taken anymore. There are too many people playing this game if that many people have tried to use the name Shadowfax. Shadowfax, I'm a killer bitch. XXX. Yes, Shadowfax with 4 X's, people. Count them, 4 X's. Shadowfax. I've unlocked a whole bunch of things, like the tavern. I can go to the tavern now.
This is the tavern, the main place where you upgrade and improve your champions.
Cool. Unlock the mine. 500 rubies. Gems, sorry. Well, shit, I don't have that many. I have 35. Okay, I'm gonna go into this arena. So this is where I get to play online, which I am all about. Okay, so I'm about to fight some random ass person. And they are destroying me. Oh my god. Oh no. Wow, they wiped me out. They pwned that noob. Well, that was pathetic. Maybe I should not fight someone so strong. This person has 1 champion and they are only 3 stars. Time to get pwned, bitch. Yeah! All right, I think I'm gonna stop there because I have played this game for the past hour. Thank you again, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video and giving me a chance to play because it was actually really fun. If you want to try it out for yourself, there are some links in the description below. Go check it out. It's free, you're bored, you've got nothing to do. There you go, problem solved. I have a special link in the description, so if you click it and you join the game, you will get a bunch of rewards. If you're a new player, you will get 100,000 silver bank, 50 gems, an energy refill, and a free champion. Look at this motherfucker. And you will find your extra rewards here in your inbox only for the next 30 days. But I was actually getting really into that. It was bringing me back to like my old RPG days when I used to pretend to be sick so I could stay home from school and play RuneScape. If you do get the game and you want to play with me, you can add me. My username is Shadowfax. Feel free to add me and maybe we can start a clan. Can we start an aggressive comics clan? Yes, this is happening. The aggressive comics clan will be a thing. Let's do this, people. Whoa, bam! Okay, we're back. And now it's time to talk about The Usual Suspects. So the reason I wanted to talk about this movie is because I actually just saw it for the first time about a week ago. I feel incredibly ashamed that I had never seen it before that, but I've been on this heist movie kick. A few months ago, I read the book 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which is like this YA fantasy set in a Amsterdam-inspired world. And it's about this band of misfits. Some of them have magical powers, but they perform a heist, and it's like this whole heist story. And it's one of the most fun books I've ever read, and ever since I read that book, I've been like obsessed with heists. And mostly heist movies because there are just so many of them and they're so much fun. So I've just been spending the past few months literally watching every single heist movie that exists. I've been considering doing a video on like the top 10 heist movies or something. If you're into that, let me know in the comments because I would be super down to do that. But in all of my heist movie research and all of the things that I've watched recently, I think The Usual Suspects might be the best heist movie of all time. If you haven't seen The Usual Suspects, I am gonna get into a little bit of spoiler territory in this video. I'm definitely gonna refer to the ending because it's crucial to my explanation as to why this is the greatest heist movie of all time. So if you don't want to be spoiled, if you want to see this movie, I think if you haven't seen this movie, please do not watch this video because I really don't want to ruin it for you because it's such a good ending. It's very rare that an ending like this happens and I want you to experience it for real. So please don't watch this video if you haven't seen The Usual Suspects and just go watch The Usual Suspects. I don't know if it's streamable anywhere. Wait, Wait, I'm gonna look it up for you. So I have this app called Just Watch. I highly recommend you get it because it tells you where everything is streaming at all times. The Usual Suspects is streaming on Showtime if you have a subscription, Tubi, DirecTV, and HBO Now on Amazon. You can also rent it for $3 on pretty much anything. If you have $3, you should go watch this movie right now, even if you've seen it already, because it's so fucking fun! So, The Usual Suspects stars Kevin Spacey, Stephen Baldwin, Gabriel Byrne, Benicio del Toro, Kevin Pollak, Chaz Palminteri, and Pete Postle. I don't know how to fuck to say your last name. Postlethwaite. And The Usual Suspects is a heist movie, but it's told in kind of a backwards order. So it starts with Kevin Spacey's character being interrogated because he is one of 2 survivors of this huge massacre and fire on a ship that was docked at some port in Los Angeles. So the entire story is told through this interrogation scene, but as Kevin Spacey is explaining what happened, we see it in flashback. So it kind of bounces back and forth between present day in the interrogation and the past and the flashbacks of the whole heist and the fire and what led up to that and all the people involved. And so we're kind of given bits and pieces of the story from his perspective. And along the way, we learn about Kevin Spacey's character. We also learn about the infamous Keyser Söze, the crime lord of mystery. And the entire movie is just like you're watching things unfold and trying to figure out who's who and who you can trust and who you can't and who the fuck is Keyser Söze. And there's just all this stuff that your brain is busy trying to figure out while you're also just watching this crazy heist unfold. So there's a lot going on, at least at first. And then when I was watching this movie, I recall feeling like it kind of got a little slow. Wasn't really a lot happening. I was like, this is just like your average heist movie. Nothing really crazy is going on. I'm kind of curious about who Keyser Söze is, but I'm also kind of starting to lose interest a little bit because it's getting a little slow. And I think it was like, I don't know, I was like 90% of the way through the movie. And I was thinking to myself, everyone has told me that this movie is like God tier. Literally everyone. And I'm watching this film and I'm like, I just don't get it. It's fine, but it's not God tier. Like, what are these people talking about? And then there's like this twist that's revealed during the interrogation. And Kevin Spacey is like, it was this guy. He's Keyser Söze. It was him the whole time. And then they show all these like flashbacks from different angles and like all these things to make you believe that this guy was actually Keyser Söze and he was behind everything and that's why he survived and why he shot these people. And at that point I was like, oh, okay, that's a fun twist. I'm kind of back in this now. I'm into it. Like, that's cool. I didn't expect that. So then the interrogation is over. And this is where I'm gonna get into spoiler territory. So once again, if you haven't seen this movie, please go the fuck away. Kevin Spacey, he gets up, he's like, all right, thanks for my interrogation. He doesn't say that. He gets up, he leaves, he goes on his merry way, he's a free man. And then one of the greatest reveal scenes of all time. The man who was interrogating him turns around, looks at the board of like thumbtacks and photos and newspaper clippings, and he starts to see all of these words that Kevin Spacey's character used in his interrogation to describe this elaborate, intricate story of what happened. And as he's seeing all the words and all the objects, you hear like his voiceover of what he was saying all over again, and you realize that even though you were so infatuated with him and so charmed and, you know, you just were swayed, you realize that he was just completely full of shit and making the whole thing up. Your mind struggles to interpret what's happening, and then suddenly you realize that he's Keyser Söze. And he just got away, and this guy is realizing it. He's like, oh my god, I just let Keyser Söze, the greatest crime lord of all time, the man, the myth, the legend, who I didn't even know was real, sit here for 2 hours, and then I let him walk away. And I have never been so excited. I went from being bored of this movie to thinking it's the greatest movie of all time because it is the biggest twisty plot twist I've ever seen.
What a twist!
I just truly didn't see it coming, and this is why I need to watch it again to see, is there any clue? Because I don't think there is. But the reason that I say this is the greatest heist movie of all time is because the heist isn't even real. The whole heist was a distraction. It's not the point. Everything was placed there intentionally by him, and it was all in his control. There was nothing was out of his control. It was all just to kill all of these people that he did the heist with, so that the heist didn't even matter. It's just so good, because it tricks you. The whole movie just completely tricks you. You think you're watching this heist movie about one thing, and then it turns out it's not a heist movie at all. It's a guy trying to kill all these people and getting away with it. And the whole time you trust him and you think he's like the only decent person there, and then he's actually the opposite of that. And it's too much. It's just genius. It's a work of art. It's pure cinematic genius. Oh my god, I forgot to even point out one of the greatest moments in the movie is at the very end. So the whole movie, Kevin Spacey has like a limp, right? And that's another reason why you don't think he's a suspect, because how could he be? He's like crippled. He can't do this shit. And it's like this really long, quiet, drawn out, but like tense scene at the very end where he's walking away from his interrogation. He's just walking down the street slowly, limping his way along, like, and the camera is just following his feet. You're just watching his feet, and then so smoothly, so gradually, his limp goes away, and he just like shifts, and it's so brilliant. It was just like the icing on the cake. Like the moment had already happened, and I was already like, this movie's fucking great. And then that shot happened, and it just blew my mind out of my face. And I have rambled quite enough about this movie. Not sure if anything I just said was even coherent, because I'm slowly losing my mind, stuck in this house for the past 2 months. What is time? Time is a construct. Nothing matters. But yeah, I don't know if this was a review. If it was, I'm gonna give it 5 stars. 100%. It's interesting because I really was very bored for like maybe 50% of this movie and very unimpressed. I mean, the acting is very good. I was impressed by that. But like the general storyline until the twist at the end was like pretty average. So it's interesting that the ending is what makes me love it so much, because you have to like suffer through all this boring, not suffer, it's not bad. It's just kind of slow, it's kind of dull. But then once you get to that ending, you're like, oh fuck, this movie was great. I think it's just the experience of watching it for the first time that makes it a 5-star experience, because I was just completely mind blown. It's very rare that a twist happens and I didn't like kind of see it coming. Like usually there's some sort of clue, and like oftentimes the writers want to give you that clue to like add a little bit of intrigue and keep you interested, whereas this movie didn't keep me interested, and because of that I was completely floored. So I guess that was intentional. I mean, obviously it was intentional, but it was risky and it was brave and it was bold, and I just really appreciated it. So yeah, that is my rant, my loving rant for The Usual Suspects. So have you seen this movie? I would love to hear your thoughts about it if you have any. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite heist movie is, because I'm all about the heist movies right now. It's my jam. Some other really good heist movies I've watched recently are 3:10 to Yuma, I just watched the other day, which is a heist western. I'm super into westerns. I love westerns, and that one is very good. Baby Driver is probably, it was my favorite heist movie until I saw The Usual Suspects. Also starring Kevin Spacey. Ooh, I wonder if you could like make an argument for them being the same universe, like Kaiser Soze like gets older and then he hires Baby Driver. I don't know. I can make a case for this. Man, I want to watch this movie again, guys. Yes, okay, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around for this long, if you have. Thank you once again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Honestly, saving a girl's life right here. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Follow me on Twitter or on Instagram if you want to help me figure out what my next video is, because right now I have no idea what to do. Probably going to be reaching out to you guys for some more polls and questions about what kind of content I should be creating, because I just don't know what to do right now. Things are weird, but we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Yes. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.